Good day?
It's been a trial.
It's been a trial.
Hi guys.
Bloody tough.
Yeah.
Bore da a chroeso I ddiwrnod ola ond un ras cefn y ddraig yma yn y glaw. Yes, it's the penultimate day today. It's all about relentless forward motions. It's all about putting one foot after another.
We must remember that there's a really competitive race out there still going on. In the women's race we have Kat Slater in third place, second place Elaine Bisson, and the leader with a sizable lead, Katie Mills. In the men's race, Matt O'Keefe along with Russell Bentley in second place, and Simon Roberts really is leading the way, but still a close race. Anything could happen today on this featureless territory, especially in this weather on the Brecon Beacons. Anything could happen.
And another 70 kilometres facing the runners as they head towards Van Brecon, breaking into new territory today and heading east towards Talabont and a step closer towards Cardiff Castle.
Well done, guys. Well done, mate. He's been smiling since day one, that guy with the hat on. Really nice fella.
Have you got any, are they warm, the pizza?
I couldn't imagine how I was going to finish it this morning. I was on the start line, it was hurting that much, and the first couple of miles were just agony, and I just levelled off, and I just thought, oh, I can actually run, yeah?
Southern Streak is certainly coming in handy.
Yeah.
And it's so close, I can almost taste it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I think this is me and my element, really.
Lowri! 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 Oh! There you are.
You can't see anybody in this weather, can you?
You can't.
But who said working in television is glamorous, eh, Matt?
It is glamorous.
Yeah,
especially on days like today.
Yeah.
We're on the top of Van Brecon, one of the first big hills of the day. One of the things that you might notice by our outfits and our demeanours is that the weather has changed. It's gone from the massive extremes, obviously in the north, that we saw earlier in the week, to what today might be described as a little bit wetter and colder.
Totally. And this area is my playground, basically. This is where I train, and even with fresh legs, even with concentration, with plenty of sleep, I know one could easily get lost. So imagine what these runners are going through. They're tired, they've got 4 heavy days in their legs, and today is all about not just physical capabilities, but personal administration and mental strength. They have to dig deep and remind themselves, why are they doing it? Yesterday was the day where they thought they'd broken the back of the dragon, but today is the day where they have to do some soul searching and remind themselves they're doing it for their family, who will be there at the finish line, they're doing it for themselves, their charities. You know, today is a day where they could get things wrong, couldn't they?
And concentration is going to be absolutely paramount. They've got to concentrate on their navigation skills, eating well and keeping warm. I think people could be getting cold out there.
And slippy terrain as well.
Absolutely, especially some of these steps coming off the vans. They're going to be wet, slippy. It's going to be really interesting, and I think it's going to be possibly one of the most challenging days of this year's Dragon's Back.
My head running hard. No.
People figured out so much that it's going to be this, really tough, awful experience. I'm sure it hurts at times, but if you do that, if you think of it like that, then you have to think of something to get you through. But you just reframe it. I'm not getting through this. I'm on holiday. I'm enjoying this. It's a cliche to say it, but there's genuinely nowhere else I'd rather be. I'm living the dream.
My dad, my sister are going to come.
Yeah.
And
it's going to be a family affair.
My mum's flying over from Ireland.
Awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this, yeah.
So here I am on one of my favourite mountains to train on, Pen y Fan, head of the Beacons. It's the highest summit in South Wales, in Brecon Beacons of course, Banau Brycheiniog. There are 4 different routes up to the summit, but today the athletes will be taking the one from Pontardaf, locally known as the motorway for obvious reasons, but it's a fantastic way up to the top, very runnable. The runners will enjoy running it because they'll be able to get into a rhythm, they'll be able to concentrate on just putting one foot in front of another. Unfortunately, when they do get to the top, they won't be able to see the wonderful views of the Brecon Beacons, but that might not be a bad thing because psychologically they won't be able to see how far and how high they have to climb before dropping down into Talabont-on-Usk tonight. Imagine running an ultramarathon, then imagine running 6 ultramarathons in 6 consecutive days. Throw into that an elevation of 17,400 metres, which is twice the height of Everest, and that's when you get the world's toughest endurance event. So, why did you decide to do the Dragon's Back race?
Because it's here. I was born and bred just outside of Cardiff, and the route just goes past my parents' house. So when that final day got added, I had to do it.
You had to do it. And how difficult is it knowing that your hometown is just round the corner?
Yeah, no, one more day. I've got to get over this day first. So, and this is a really, really tough day.
Any regrets for doing it?
No, you've got to do these things. Anyone can do anything. That's put your mind to it. You can get these things done.
Cadw fynd, as we say. Keep going.
I hadn't been to Brecon Beacons since I was a kid, and just a few times the sun broke out and I got the views and it was glorious. So very privileged, very happy to be alive. Great event, great day. So great running with Simon. I did try and break him on the roads, put the road shoes on, just couldn't do it. He was too quick, so I couldn't make the gap. And then I knew on the mountains I'd be better off hanging with him because he knows these hills really well.
He does them.
And he did know them really well, so it was really good working with him. And I dropped a gel, or I lost a gel. Very kindly he gave me a few of his gels, so
he's a nice man.
Made up for it.
He's a nice man. Was it it looked like it was a run in together, if you know what I mean.
Oh, well, you know, he set off behind me.
Sure.
Caught me up, and he's got an hour and a half on me, and he helped me out so much on the Brecon Beacons. I didn't feel like kicking on from there. It'd been a long enough day for both of us, so I just felt like camaraderie was too strong. So my wife will be annoyed because she always wants me to race everything, but he is too nice a guy, and I just thought it'd be nicer just to finish off together.
It's a great way to put it, that really is. And just a quick one, are you looking forward to getting to the castle tomorrow? Obviously.
Mate, it's all I'm thinking about.
How's it going to feel?
It's going to feel immense. It's been a big week. So it's been testing. I can't wait. That's.
See you there, mate.
All right, diolch yn fawr.
Da iawn, Russell. Well done, mate. Seems like, looks like you had a good day out there together. And do you set off a little bit behind Russell in the morning?
A little bit behind Russell, yeah. So he shot off, and I knew he was going to go hard on the roads. That's his thing. So I had to fight to try and stay up with him. I caught him up once, then he dropped me, and then I caught him back up at the support point. And then I think it was at that point then he decided, well, let's do the rest together.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's have a laugh.
That is nice. The good thing is that you're both fierce competitors, right? You are, but it's nice to have that kind of like camaraderie. That actually we're enjoying the beautiful mountains as well, and we're lucky to be here racing.
Oh yeah, I know. Considering what we've all been through.
Yeah, absolutely.
Privileged to be here.
And can I ask you, we saw up by Story Arms that your mum was up there.
Yeah, my mum was there.
How was it seeing?
My dad was there. I'm a stepdad.
How was it seeing him?
A little bit teary, emotional.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was brutal today, thanks Shane.
Yeah. That's what.
Brutal.
Which obviously has gone well for you. You're still smiling. Every time we've seen you today, you've had, all week you've had a smile on your face, haven't you?
Well,
is that your approach to life?
you fake it until you feel it, I guess. Yeah. Otherwise, you'd just be sobbing, wouldn't you? Although I did cry today. My sister showed up at the checkpoint.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, she was like, it was like totally unexpected, and she was there. I was coming up the hill, and I was like, oh my God. She was like, don't cry, I'll make you slow.
Nearly there now. Keep it going. Well done.
Thank you.
Noswaith Dda is the end of the 5th day here on the world's toughest mountain race, and we've just under 2 hours before cut-off, and I'm hoping that most people will make it across that finish line tonight, because today it's been an absolute privilege watching these heroes putting one foot in front of another, and they've all been telling us how by doing that they're 1 foot closer to the finishing line, and it's been an honour, hasn't it, Matt?
Well, for me, today we were out on a hill and we've both seen a lot of runners in very different situations. One thing that we've been asking constantly is, are you daring to believe and dream that you're going to make it to Cardiff? Now, 2 or 3 days ago, I don't think you'd have got a straight answer. Certainly, even from the leaders, they're not thinking about that. They're thinking about one day after another. But today, it was just really, really nice to hear people saying, actually, yeah, I think I can do this. And when I get there, I'm looking forward to X and Y, family, friends.
I'm happy, emotional. I made it, day 5. I'm so... I made day 5.
Well done, man. You're the boss.
Oh, tomorrow gonna be a breeze. I see it like a rest day after this. Oh, I have dreaded for day 5 for so long, ever since I heard about it. Now I'm here and made it. So it's very, very, very happy. And I will soon be back to my wife and my dog.
40 miles left to go, 1,300 metres of elevation. But what is crazy in a way, what would have been a long day on the trails, tomorrow, in the athlete's perspective, is just a sprint home, isn't it?
It is. Well, for some of them, it will be a little bit more than a sprint. We must remember there's still a really good race going on there.
It's been so competitive, hasn't
In
it?
the men's race, I spoke to Simon and to Russell as they crossed the line. Yes, they ran together today, but I still think that there's still maybe that seed in Russell's mind thinking, can I do it?
Can I?
But it's an hour. It's obviously an hour difference, and it'll be still exciting. And the women's race.
Katie Mills, wow, she's been flying, hasn't she? Leading the ladies' race, but also well within the top 10. So she's been very inspirational and so happy as well. Just looking at the positivity all the time, not thinking about the negative thoughts at all. Now then, if you want to see them all cross the finish line, including the top runners and all the other runners, please do join us tomorrow, because there will be a live feed on our open tracking page on the website. So please join us, and you can also physically come to the Cardiff Castle.
You can come to the castle at 12:30 tomorrow, Spectators. If you want to be part of this race, you don't have to be part of a family or anyone you know. You can just come on down and watch the race. You might be watching these films somewhere in Wales. Come on down, enjoy it, get involved in the festival. And also, if you want to be part of this race, if you want to run this race in 12 months' time, you can go online to the Dragon's Back website at 10 a.m. tomorrow, because the Montane Dragon's Back race entries are open at 10 a.m.
See you there then, isn't it?
I'm
Come on,
not
have
too
you been
sure.
tempted? Come on,
I'm
surely
tempted.
there's a little bit there.
Maybe. Anyway, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. See you there. No star.
No star.